ผู้ชมวันนี้ผมจะนำผู้ชมไปรู้จักกับ community อันหนึ่งที่เป็น worldwide communities นะถือว่าเป็น organization อันหนึ่งเรียกว่า Brahma Kumaris วันนี้ brother ใหญ่อยู่กับเราที่นี่ brother Charlie ไปพบกับท่านเลยครับสวัสดีครับ This is Thai tradition.
Yes.
Thai tradition. Well, brother Charlie, tell me something more about the Brahma Kumaris. It's something like the organization, sister brotherhood organizations or communities worldwide. But
Yes.
this is on worldwide, right?
Yes.
People from all the world get together as one certain aspects. Okay, please elaborate on that.
Thank you so much. The Brahma Kumaris began in 1936
1936, all right.
in what is now Sindh in India. And it was a very small community, but they began with the thought that really when we change, the world will change. Everyone wants the world to change, but unless human nature changes. And now
Different
it's
stroke, different folks cannot change quite easily.
that's right.
All right, go.
And now it's a worldwide organization, about 140 countries, and including Thailand, and people from all religious backgrounds, all cultural backgrounds come together and meditate together for world peace.
Oh, this is mainly focused on meditation
Yes.
in particular. All right.
Meditation through self-realization. But what is quite unique about this organization is that it's run by women. And it's the largest spiritual group in the world where women are the administrators. So it creates a unique atmosphere, a very family-like feeling. And Buddhists, Muslims, Christians, Hindus, they all practice together. They meditate together.
Regardless of religion.
Yeah. Because the fundamental concept is that I am a peaceful soul. Peace is our universal religion.
Okay.
And that's where we can all come together in a unified way, like you were saying, like a brotherhood of man. We are all unique, we're all different, but we belong to each other because at the moment there's so much division in our world, in our societies, in our families. And the more we begin to know who we are and connect with others as a soul, then we build up this sense of family or community, as you were saying.
I see. So what if someone would like to get in or join as a member? What kind of qualifications that it's quite unique for a certain, approval, something like that?
You know, anyone can join and there's no membership fee. And the Brahma Kumaris never charge. We have a donation
Heart to
system.
heart.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Yeah, heart to heart, that's right.
All right.
We never charge money. So if people want to donate to help, we never put a price to a course or anything. But if they want to participate, they can do an introductory course, which teaches you how to meditate, how to know yourself, how to connect with the divine, and how to understand to make a better quality life at the moment. And that's the course is the introduction. And then we have many, many ongoing programs to build up an inner strength to manage life today. Most of us find life is very stressful. There's a lot of depression, so much anxiety. So we try to equip people with the internal tools to manage the day-to-day issues and challenges we have in relationships with our health, with the world and its very fragile nature at the moment.
I see. So as a matter of fact, if I would say or recommend someone to join these communities, I would say community or organization, sisterhood, brotherhood organization or communities. As a matter of fact, there's so many different kinds of organizations who has a special belief, something like this, throughout the world, many different communities, organizations. What do you think Brahma Kumaris would be more attractive apart from various organizations?
Yeah. You know, I think that the Brahma Kumaris, what I've learned is to respect everybody. And I have deep respect for all the religions and deep traditions. But what I find here is you learn how to experience, not just believe. So you don't just believe a dogma or a doctrine. You're educated how to turn the knowledge of the self into a feeling of peace, the knowledge of the connection of the divine into a feeling of love. So you really educate yourself how to feel and experience love, experience peace, experience happiness deeply, so that enriches your daily life. Many people who are a strong Christian or strong Buddhist, they continue with their practice, but they use the meditation to experience more deeply who they are.
I see. So last but not least, if someone likes to join, what do you think they will get out of this communities? Right? Other than apart from being peaceful mind through meditation process and so forth, what else do you think they would get, which would be more attractive as compared to the others as well?
You know what I've seen? Most people get self-respect. They take back their sense of self-value so that I don't feel so sensitive to life, so affected by people. To me, the greatest gift in life is self-respect. And the more you have self-respect, you can respect others.
Oh, I see.
You will be humble and you will be loving and others will love you. So to me, this gently rebuilds your inner self and your sense of self-value.
As a matter of give or take. Give before taking. Okay.
Absolutely.
Please continue.
Yeah. So we really give courses, and my own experience is that when you have your self-value, your self-respect, life becomes easy. It's not a battle anymore. It's not every morning waking up feeling stressed. Will I be able to face this situation? How will I be? Because self-respect is fundamental to a quality of life. And from self-respect, many positive things flow. And you can become understanding with people, merciful towards people rather than judgment. There's so many positives. But to me, one of the great gifts is giving back people their self-value, their own dignity.
Learning how to give to people.
Yeah.
How to be a giver rather than a taker.
That's so true.
Without any expectation
That's
what comes
absolutely
afterwards,
true.
right?
Because you know, at the heart of the Brahma Kumaris, I know myself and I connect with the divine. And I take from there and give. And you know, I often feel the more you start to give respect, give love, give support, the less you take hurt, take sorrow, take disrespect, take insult. We're addicted to being hurt by everyone and everything. The more you give, the less you take sorrow. And really, it's absolutely the whole culture of what we learn here. But we're open-minded. We accept everybody. And if people, it's not for them, that's also fine.
Right.
We don't feel we are the best, we know everything. We just want people to find peace in this world, where peace is the hardest thing to find in this world at the moment.
As long as you have positive thinking, you have peace in mind.
That's right.
Because you're supposed to love people before you expect something back in sort of return, something
That's
like
right.
that.
Yeah, that's so true. That's
So
true.
what would you say to the audience if somebody's now watching you? What would you say to the audience about Brahma Kumaris in particular?
You know, I think I would say we're living in an increasingly chaotic world, unstable world. And we can't really rely on anything outside. The economy, the politics, it's all changing. But what I can rely on is inside. And the Brahma Kumaris can teach you how to go inside, know yourself and find an internal stability, even when everything outside is changing. And this is so essential in our world today. Because unfortunately, I think it's even going to become more unstable than what we see at the moment. So the Brahma Kumaris says, invest in myself. And you know, when you become more stable, it automatically influences your family,
Right.
your children, your partner.
Exactly.
When one is really calm and stable as the world changes, it's like you're not only making effort for yourself, you're making effort for your family, your community, and those you love. And I've seen that
That's
so
the
many
key word,
times.
giver. Being
Yeah.
a giver,
Being a giver,
right?
absolutely.
So, I would like you ask one of the, maybe some of the questions that I like to. If you have Brahma Kumaris in mind, do you think the existing war in Gaza and Israel would never happen if you have giving love to each other?
It will never.
So how would you associate Brahma Kumaris with the, I call it supreme yoga, whatever you may call it?
Well, you know, Raja Yoga, Raja means king, like the king of the yogas.
Right.
It's the yoga of the mind.
Oh, okay.
Because the way we see
So it
it,
has something to do with physically.
there's 8
it's
types.
mindly.
It's the mind. There's the yoga of the body, but this is the yoga of the mind, where you, like the yoga of the body, you master your body and your sense organs. The yoga of the mind, you master your thoughts, not with force or control, but with love and wisdom. And when you have the awareness that you are a soul, and even if I'm a Muslim, a Jew is a soul, and if I'm a Jew, a Muslim, we teach people that when I forget who I am and I think I'm a temporary body, I carry the ego of my culture, my nationality, religion. We're all brought up with that ego. But the more we develop that ego, we see difference. And that's why in this world, we're all brought up in different cultures, different religions, and they're all beautiful. They all have value. But then we're all brought up to have the ego, mine is better and we are right. And that's the problem everywhere in the world at the moment. And what the Brahma Kumaris offer is not just to know and believe, but to experience the reality that I'm an eternal soul. And everyone, you are too. We are all, in one sense, one family. When you wear the costume, like an actor of a Jew, and I wear costume of a Palestinian, we see what's limited rather than seeing the brother. So the Brahma Kumaris offer people, and we only do it with love, we never force, to know who they are so that we can resolve whether it's in the family even. I've seen families change when they have the self-respect of who they are as well.
So in addition, let me ask you, when you first decide to make a commitment with Brahma Kumaris, what has inspired you, or what is kind of the perception that you really get into it?
In short,
Maybe the answer for the rest of the audience. Okay, please.
You know, I grew up in Australia. I studied architecture.
Multinational racism. There's no barriers between races. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Between race.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what's the unique of Australia is all about.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Australia, we have people from every country in the world, every single one.
That's why I say multinational.
Which I really love. But, you know, I could see what the world was like, and I traveled for 2 or 3 years. I came to Thailand. I went right through Asia, the Middle East, Africa, Europe. And I settled in London, and I was really, you know, trying to search for some understanding of what is happening in our world. Not just in the wider world, but in each human being, because I find scratch the surface of most people. We try to be happy on the surface, but inside there's a lot of pain in most people. Why? And I began to realize, and what I learned from the Brahma Kumaris is that we've forgotten who we are. We think we're a temporary body, but the reality is I'm an eternal soul. And when you become soul conscious, it's like the automatic byproduct is peace and self-respect. You don't even have to try. Just when you become aware of yourself. And to me, I was actually going to join the United Nations and work on the field. But then I began to realize what the world needs now is to know who they are. Because when I know, I can see everyone as a brother. When I think I'm a body, you're different. You're different from me. I don't.
As I said, regardless of nationalities,
Exactly.
or where you are.
Exactly. And when you have self-respect, you can actually have that respect for everyone, even if they think the opposite to you. And that's what I try to do. If someone thinks differently to me, that's fine. Why should I worry? I need to think do what I need to do, but I shouldn't worry if someone thinks differently
So
from
if you connect people with heart and soul,
Absolutely.
there will be no more discrimination
That's so true.
whatsoever. Is that right?
If I see you as a soul, I don't see your gender, that discrimination, your nationality. You really remove the discrimination.
You leave that out.
Yep.
Or the handicaps.
Yep,
Handicap. Insulting your mind.
Exactly. It's so true. But it's like an education, an inner education. It's a daily education. And all those who come to the Brahma Kumaris, we suggest they wake up every morning early and meditate, become aware of the self, and then study more about these things so that people who follow the Brahma Kumaris work in every profession. We encourage people to live in life, even they work in television and things like you. But to carry these values, these principles, these ideas, these practices into your daily life so that you are living as a peaceful soul. Because really, people want to see examples today. We've lost trust in leaders. They just, if they see someone who lives in a peaceful way, it's inspiring. We really feel very inspired.
So just love people with heart and soul. There will be no discrimination. I think this is some of the key word I can think of right now.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Regardless of who you are, regardless of what nationalities you are.
And in Australia, at our centres, we have Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Buddhists, Sikhs.
Many different religions.
All of them come and we meditate together, like we belong. From all nationalities. And we have people from the,
we all have, as a sisterhood, brotherhood communities.
Yeah.
We all have one aims.
Yes, that's right.
I see.
That's right.
There'll be no more fighting, no
That's
quarrels. So it brings to peace.
That's our aim. The Brahma Kumaris have this saying, which I mentioned earlier, when we change, the world will change. At the moment, governments throw trillions of dollars at problems, but it's not changing because the mindset of humanity is the same. Once I was in the headquarters of the Brahma Kumaris in India, and Rajiv Gandhi was there. He was the Prime Minister, the world's biggest democracy. He came. And he said, actually, I've realized as a politician, I can't change anything. Because the problem in the world...
Unless you change yourself first.
Exactly.
Unless you change your mindset.
Exactly. He said, the biggest obstacle in change is human nature. We have so much prejudice and stuff in us. And when organizations, he said, like the Brahma Kumaris, who are trying to work with the inner me to reform who I am as a person so I can see you as a soul and see that you really are my brother. We belong to each other.
Okay. So we are brotherhood.
We are.
Okay, Kuchakap, thanks for your kind interview.
No, wonderful.
And I think I thoroughly learned what you are trying to convey the message to the audience.
Yeah,
okay?
Sure.
The key words is mind peaceful minds and connectivity with the people from throughout the world, from all over the world, with body and soul.
Yeah, wonderful.
And meditation practice every single morning. Is that right?
I never miss a day wherever I am in the world. Never.
That's
Because-
sort of the regular practice.
Daily. Because we have to care for ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. All right.
Lovely to
Appreciate
meet you.
Love to meet you too. Brotherhood.
Thank you.